Greetings in the love and in the light of our infinite prime creator, the divine grid programmer. Namaste, namaskar. I'd like to call this video Escaping the Digital Matrix, Escaping the Artificial Intelligence Hive Mind Digital Matrix, breaking through the third dimension, up to the higher fourth, fifth dimension, claiming your fifth dimensional body of light, and doing so by leveraging the magic of Jesus and Moses. That's right. A sort of starter kit, a sort of emergency package kit on some things you can do to begin turning your life around. And yes, Moses and Jesus in particular. Jesus was a initiate, was a graduate of the mystery schools. His name is all through the monasteries of Tibet. Certainly in Egypt, Joseph and Mary had to flee their little area of, where was it, Palestine, Bethlehem, Nessar, where they were located for a period of time to escape Herod, and he wanted to kill, newborn childs and all that stuff. So anyway, that's a lot. Good morning. It's a lot of stuff to say right off the bat. Had to get some of my Folgers coffee, instant and adequately heated, mind you. So in all seriousness, folks, you are divine. There's a fractal of source awareness within each and every one of you. I'd like to share just a few verses from the Bible. And this first one is from Luke chapter 8, verse 17. For all that is secret will eventually be brought into the open, and everything that is concealed will be brought to light and made known to all. And it should be made known to all that within each of you is a aspect, a spark of the divine, the light that has its home with the source of all creation. You should know that there's a light existing within, and this is another bit of verse from the Bible. Actually, this particular verse is from the Gnostic, the Nag Hammadi Gospel of Thomas, and you should know that the Gnostic Gospels that came to light from the Nag Hammadi, from the discovery of the Nag Hammadi scrolls in 1945 in Egypt by a little shepherd boy. It was quite by chance, and very monumental discovery. But this verse is from that discovery from the Gnostic Gospels, and it's from the Gospel of Thomas. It's line 24. There is a light existing within a person of light, and it enlightens the whole world. If it does not enlighten, that person is darkness. And one more verse from Matthew chapter 5, verses 14 through 16. You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden, nor do people light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a stand, and it gives light to all in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father who is in heaven. So, yes, you are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. I think it's interesting, and it's important to share that light, to not be afraid anymore, to begin to speak your truth, to begin to, first of all, in keeping with the title of this chapter, or this gimmick that I got for the title of this video, Escaping the Digital Matrix, the Artificial Intelligence Hive Mind third dimension, is first of all realizing that you're special, that there's nothing that should marginalize you, your truth, your sense of divinity. There are forces in this third dimension world that seek to prey upon your divinity, to seek to cover your light with darkness, with doubt, with to impact your self-esteem, your health, to kill you off as many ways as fast as possible, or to absorb you into this artificial intelligence hive mind through worshiping of technology and whatnot and all that stuff. But important thing is you are the light of the world. And something I've I count as a momentous date for myself, August 11th of 2021. And that period was certainly the beginning of light bulbs coming on in my head, awareness being infused through my my existence, and then it culminated around September 24th of 2021 with full Kundalini awakening, blooming of my crown chakra, and just complete rebirth, I guess is the only way to. And with that rebirth was, I was down on my knees stating my truth to God, to Source. That from that day, from that moment on, I was an agent of Source, like a servant of the light of truth, and I knew it, that I was just gonna have to start speaking that truth, sharing it somehow, and I started making videos, and and probably hasn't much changed since then. I just try to share something that I think might be of value or relevance, or a message for people. But certainly, that your life can change, and it and don't let anything marginalize your truth. But August 11th, 2020, I've just watched a couple of interviews with Ismail Perez being interviewed by Jason Shirka, who's associated with the light, TLS and all that. And I didn't realize this, but through those interviews, that book that Ishmael had written, Our Cosmic Origin, he had the manuscript had been completed for 7 years, and then it was a year ago, he said, around August, September, that he was given the message to release that information. And Jason Shirka said the same thing with the Pyramid Code, and beginning his sort of mission. And of course, I'm not associating myself at those guys' level with what they're doing and whatnot, but I just find it interesting that at August 11th of 2021, that the notion, the perspective entered my mind that somehow I was a star seed, and I had never heard of this or anything. And but whether or not any of that, I don't really like to get into all that stuff, because I see what happens in the star seed community is people become egotistical in that way, and they start kind of really worrying about and focusing on I'm from this planet, or I've got these gifts and whatever. But really, the way I understood it is just my life had changed, and it was time to start speaking about that and what was important in life, and I knew that God was alive within me. I knew that for beyond a shadow of a doubt, and that had to be shared with people. Not me where where I come from another planet, but just speaking truth and trying to communicate some kind of sense of honesty and total transparency, and and just where I had been in life, and how I had changed and stuff like that, and how people can empower themselves with the light and then usually light, that word is kind of abstract in a way, but it's mostly just knowledge. It's just mostly just our brain synapses and everything, there's electricity in our bodies. So yes, having thoughts, having original thoughts and empowered thoughts create more light, more electricity, for our collective awareness. And so yeah, I'll make some more videos talking about this concept, like the magic of Moses and Jesus, unification theory on spirituality and magic, and and really the power of your mind, the power of your thoughts. Your thoughts are real. Energy follows thought, and where your attention goes, their energy flows, and all this stuff. So, but it's really exciting to begin to understand exactly how powerful your mind is, and how powerful and how many gifts that everybody has. And it's just kind of the first step. It's just being aware of that and knowing it. So hit that subscribe button, and we'll have some more self-discovery and journeys and things like that going forward.
Namaste, namaskaram.